Ladies Nights. Welcome to this week's rendition of Same Script, Different Cast movie discussion. We're going to be discussing just some movies that we watched over the past few weeks, as well as looking up some new movie trailers to discuss as well too. My notifications going off at the same time. I'm trying to silence everything. But how was your week so far? Seen it?
So far, so good. Getting a lot of movies in. I watched a lot of movies. My nieces were with me this weekend. We got a lot of movies in. So far, Tuesday, so far, so good. What about you?
Same with me too. Over the last week, I've been doing I have been doing a lot of traveling as well as having a lot of downtime. And one way that I fill up my downtime is to watch movies. So I've watched so much stuff that I won't normally just cut on to watch.
What's that? You said like
I watched all
Universe or?
Yeah, I watched all three Thors last week. And
from the Marvel universe. Okay, I did that because one of my nieces, she is watching all of Marvel straight through. We watched Thor: Dark World, and then we watched Iron Man 3, Thor: Dark World, Age of Ultron, and I think that's where we left it off. So whenever she comes over, it's good because we get to kind of finish that. And I actually forgot. I didn't like Iron Man 3, but watching again, I liked it. It was funny.
I liked all the Iron Mans. Yeah, that's the one with that's one Pepper. She gets
the fire within her, and then he meets the little boy, and he gives the little boy all that stuff at the end. I just really found that whole movie really endearing, and I just remember not liking it, but watching it again, I was like, I really do like this. So it was good to rewatch that. Yeah. She didn't like Thor: Dark World, but I mean,
I like Thor: Dark World. I like elves. So I've never seen bad elves before. So dark elves. That's what they were called, but they were bad elves. But I like elves, so I liked it. I enjoyed it. So
okay, that's so cool. I didn't know you were revisiting too. Okay.
Well, yeah, it wasn't planned. It was just I have nothing to do. Let me find something to watch on TV.
Okay.
And I don't know how I ended up on Thor. Oh no, I wanted to watch Thor Ragnarok, and then
my favorite one.
I've seen it maybe like 2 or 3 times. So I watched it, and then I was like, oh, let me watch Thor 1. Yeah, and then I was like, might as well watch Thor 2. So that's how I ended up watching. Oh, okay. I wanted to point out to you, so you're watching it on Disney Plus, correct?
Correct.
I like the way Disney Plus has it broken down, categorized on their streaming system,
and they have it in order.
Yep, they have it in theater release order. They have it timeline order. They have it phase order, and they also have it I think like group order. Like
because like with phase 1, phase 2, because we've been watching it in theater release order. That's how we've been watching it because she's trying to get everything done before Black Widow comes out.
Oh, that's coming out soon too.
And I mean, she knows that like Loki, which I think we're going to watch the trailer for. Loki comes out tomorrow. And so I was telling her, this is the Loki from Endgame that escaped with the cube. So, yeah. So she's still trying to get there.
Black Widow is July the 9th. So, I mean.
Oh, she's
going to make it.
Yeah, because she watches it whenever she comes over here. And I see her every weekend. So, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, I've also watched just an honorable mention. I don't know if you ever seen a movie with Diane Keaton, Queen Latifah, and Katie Holmes. Whoa!
It's called Mad Money.
No, I've not seen that.
It's a real light fluff movie, but it's actually really good.
Okay.
I've actually seen it twice because I watched it. I've seen it before, and then I don't know what I wanted to get into I wanted to watch some type of movie heist movie, and then
not Ocean's 11.
I love that.
Not that. Something else. Okay.
I wanted to watch. So I've seen the Ocean trilogy like 1,000 times, so I wanted to watch something different. And I remember Mad Money, and I watched it. So if you have never seen it, it's actually really good. They work at the Federal Bank Reserve in Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
and you know what they shred money there. So that's all that I'm gonna say.
Why do they shred money?
They shred money out of
make room for new money?
not out of date, but out of use, wear and tear. Huh?
I don't know how money works. Don't listen to me. I was gonna say out of circulation, but I don't know how people know when money is out of circulation.
Because the circulation, you know, there has to be a certain amount, a dollar amount, circulating throughout the world.
Oh, that's to avoid inflation. You mean like that?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you never watched it, definitely watch it. It's on Amazon Prime. It's on Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
And a friend of ours mentioned there was the kids was watching the He-Man movie and just talking about it, and I was like, oh, it's on Showtime. I watched that. I love that movie, but that movie is horrible.
Oh, wait a minute. Is this Dolph Lundgren? Oh no. Okay.
The acting was terrible. The props was terrible. The CGI was terrible. The special effects was terrible. The fight scenes were terrible. But I like that movie.
Right. Does this deserve a remake? Well, I don't know, because not a lot of people know who He-Man is.
Right. I think it would be a good remake. I think it would be a good remake. I really do.
Yeah, because I mean, I had He-Man and She-Ra growing up. So if they're gonna remake one, I would say do He-Man and She-Ra. She-Ra.
Well, they did make. Netflix has remade She-Ra.
They did.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they Hey J Flex. Yeah, they it's actually an animated a cartoon series, and I think it's 4 seasons and it's complete. It's done. Yeah.
So who plays She-Ra? Do you know?
I don't know who none of these characters are. Okay. It's a cartoon. It's actually really good. I really, really enjoyed it.
Okay, because when I watched She-Ra, because I even had the doll, and you would put the wings to her, and she would flap them. Down and get your eagle on. She would do that. That was cool.
The one that they put on Netflix. It is a cartoon, and it is kiddish, because back in the day, she was more like a sex symbol with the way she dressed and stuff. Mm-hmm. This is definitely the one on Netflix is definitely appropriate for kids. It's not. She's not really sexy or whatever.
Oh, well, want that. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's a good movie to watch. So Loki comes out tomorrow.
Yep.
It's only 6 episodes.
Oh, wasn't that Falcon and Winter Soldier was only 6? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And wasn't one of it 6?
No, she was like 9 or 10.
Okay.
It was a full joint. Yeah, I'm excited too.
Yeah, I'm excited too as well.
Yeah.
So I would like to maybe what we can do have a discussion for each week.
That sounds good.
Talk about it each week, each Tuesday. Okay. It doesn't have to be the whole.
But I really don't even know what to expect.
I don't know what to expect either.
With his being caught by the time management bureau or whatever this is. I don't know.
Oh,
I have no idea, but I know it has something.
Wait, did you just make that up, or is that
a little bit? I don't know, but I know it's something with time management.
It sounded real good. I believed you for a second.
It's the TMB, the Time Management Bureau. Yeah, Falcon was 6 episodes. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm ready for Loki. I know that some newer trailers came out, but I haven't watched anything new.
Yeah, a new trailer came out last week. I guess this is the final trailer for the episode that comes out next week. Okay. So as I was watching the 3 Thors, I did look into Loki to see if any recurring characters or characters or actors or whatever was going to be in it. Thors, nobody's in it. Nobody.
Okay.
Nobody. So it's all new characters.
Okay.
So I'm a little curious just to see. I'm excited to see how they're going to play this. I mean, because technically he is in a new timeline.
The Time Variance Authority is so close to, the Time Bureau.
Oh, so it is a time thing. Okay. I thought you made that up because it sounded good.
Oh, no. I figured it was something with the timeline. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Jay Flicks.
Timeline. Loki ends up trapped in his own crime thriller.
You want to read it? Hey, you want to read that? You want to read that in your superhero voice?
No. After stealing the Tesseract during the events of Avengers Endgame, an alternate version of Loki is brought to the mysterious Time Variance Authority, TVA, a bureaucratic organization that exists outside of time and space and monitors the timeline. They give Loki a choice: face being erased from extinction due to being a time variant, or help fix the timeline and stop a greater threat. Loki ends up trapped in his own crime thriller, traveling through time and altering human history. There you go, Loki. This sounds exciting. I didn't know.
That sounds exciting.
Okay.
So I guess it's going to be related to Doctor Strange then. Because they're the monitor of time, correct? So
I have no idea. I don't know.
Okay. All right, cool. Hold on. I got to find the... I had it up, but I accidentally clicked off.
Time Variance Authority. And I said time bureaucratic. So
here we go.
Okay.
I know what this place is. The timekeepers have built quite the circus. And I see the clowns are playing their parts to perfection.
Paradox?
Big metaphor guy. I love it. Makes you sound super smart. I am smart. I know. Okay.
That's the arcade guy, right?
Please sign to verify this is everything you've ever said.
This is absurd.
Yeah, sign that. This is absurd.
Sign this too.
Oh, yeah.
We protect the proper flow of time. You picked up the Tesseract, breaking reality. I want you to help us fix it.
Why me?
I need your unique Loki perspective.
Do I get a weapon?
Nah.
Loki's still a dick in this.
You really believe in this Loki variant?
Looks like he believes in himself enough for the both of us.
Why? It is adorable that you think you could possibly manipulate me. I'm 10 steps ahead of you.
You're not big on trust, are you?
You can trust me.
Loki, I've studied almost every moment of your entire life. You've literally stabbed people in the back like 50 times.
Why never do it again?
What's that?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Oh, who are you looking for? You recognize somebody?
I feel like I did. I could have made that up.
So this is the thing. This is bad, Loki.
Is that who's that right there? Is that Scarlet Witch?
No.
Black Widow?
I don't know. But the thing is,
ain't that the Soul place?
I can't even tell. I don't know.
Okay.
Because with him, he doesn't even know that Thanos killed him. That
might comes out.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just like Thanos just like snipped his neck. That's interesting. Oh yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to Loki.
It looks extremely good, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but you know what? They've been putting out hits. WandaVision was great, as well as Falcon and Winter Soldier. So I can only expect greatness. So
I feel like everything Marvel has done so far has been great. I don't think I haven't came across anything that wasn't great. You said yourself, Iron Man. You didn't like Iron Man 3, but now you watch it again.
First time, it was so funny. I really liked it. I didn't, Mandalorian part still iffy, but Tony Stark's character with the kid and the hot people coming after him, I thought that was pretty interesting. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm excited to watch it. I guess it comes out. Not at midnight, maybe 3 a.m.
Yeah, I've never watched anything at midnight. I know on Fridays when WandaVision came out, I would always watch it like first thing in the morning, though. So this might be the same. Like it'll come out like late tonight, first thing tomorrow. Yeah. Midnight. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the same thing too, but I feel like they don't come out at midnight because it won't be midnight on the East Coast.
Oh, just like a rolling midnight. So midnight,
So I feel like it may come out like
on Central when it's midnight there, West Coast when it's midnight there. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I know. I think I waited up one time for WandaVision at midnight. It didn't come on, but when I woke up the next morning, it was on. So
okay, maybe it's just the same. Okay.
All right. So here's another movie. This is the movie I was telling you about. It's called Profile.
Okay.
It's actually already out. It came out May the 14th. This is something that I definitely won't watch by myself. I'll watch it with someone, like if you and I are somebody.
Like, why is that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. It may be too. For some reason, too intense movies. If
it's too intense, why? Because you need somebody to talk to about it, or like why?
I
why too intense movies?
I'm not a chicken. I think I'm just getting old or whatever. But I don't know. It's just too intense. But it does look good. It's interesting. It makes me wonder. Well, once you watch it, it makes me wonder how close to home does this hit for some people?
Okay.
Especially people that go undercover. So.
Got it. Oh shit, was it all online like this then?
Amy, you're the best journalist we have. I need something that's going to get people talking now.
I might have something. I've been investigating a story about young women being recruited by extremists over social media.
This is brilliant. How'd you make contact?
I created a fake profile, posing as a young convert to lure one of the recruiters to me. I'm going to share my screen.
Wow. It's kind of hot.
Do you think?
The IT guys can record your desktop.
Amy, tattoos are prohibited.
Can you see the tattoo?
No. Ready to go.
Whoa.
He's calling.
And I'm going to record it all.
Oh, he is cute though.
He is cute.
Damn.
Maybe think about.
In the beginning,
I won't
he'll
do
be
it.
testing the waters. He's a hunter. He wants
He
to
likes
seduce me
kittens.
first.
I love you!
Only then will he give me a guide into the recruitment process.
Come here. I'll give you everything you need. A whole new life. A very happy one. You have to believe me. It's paradise.
You're brave to admire in a man. Can I ask you what your job is?
I don't want to talk about it over the internet. There's journalists everywhere.
Journalists. And they've got no morals. They're vultures, you know?
Exactly.
Wow.
You're full of surprises, aren't you?
No
Right
freaking
time.
way.
Yeah, you're all hot.
I don't want to do the fighting and the cooking.
I'll look after you.
Babe, is everything all right?
I'm fine. If I want to come to Syria, what do I need to do?
You're making me feel happy right now.
Are you falling in love with him?
It's all just part of the recruitment process. Big cat. What's the training program like for converts like us?
Hey, baby!
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
Nothing, I'm looking at you.
You wouldn't lie to me, would you?
Baby, I bought the ticket, I'm coming.
This has gone far enough.
I'm reeling him in.
Who's there with you? No, you say you're...
What?
My God, I'm sharing my screen.
He's a terrorist.
Oh my God.
You know who I am? We'll find you in a matter of minutes.
No, please don't.
Delete your account.
I need to make sure there's a connection so I know where he is if he's behind my door.
Amy, what's going on?
I'm gonna treat you like a queen.
So, all right. What I'm trying to look. Homeland. That is what this reminds me of.
Oh yes,
Homeland. That was he about to kill her. Yeah. The thing is, it's like so when Homeland, Claire Danes' character is supposed to be following Nicholas Brody, who was an American.
That's the red hair guy, right?
Right. So Damian Lewis. So he plays Nicholas Brody, and she actually ends up falling in love with him. I did stop watching after, spoiler, he died on the series. She ended up carrying his baby.
I have watched Homeland all the way up to when she had sex with him in the car, and after that, I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I stopped watching it.
Yeah, then she had his baby. I don't know exactly what happened after that, but she was following him so close. She had the typical like news articles on the wall with the yarn in her home for this terrorist subject in her home.
But she had mental issues too, though, right? Like
she did. She was taking medicine and stuff for it, but she was following him so closely. He was married and had the kids, and then
I remember that.
I think this in like I don't know if it's the first or second season when he was actually going to blow himself up in the bunker, and then his daughter called him, and he had second thoughts, and he did not go through with the planned attack. It's still kind of sketchy for me. I think some people knew about it. He ended up flying to, I don't know, Brazil, Mexico, something like that. He went overseas, and so that was another season, but I kind of fell off after that. But she fell for him. They did the cicada deed, and then she got pregnant and had the baby. So that's what happened there.
Well, it says Profile. It was released 2021 May 14th, but here it's also showing that it's 2018, like it came out in 2018. So I'm not sure.
So it may have come out 2018 in overseas markets, maybe in theaters overseas, and then released in the US in 2020. Because I think right now it's just available for renting platforms.
Yeah, so it says that their budget was $2.3 million. So it does look like everything was done on camera, like we
what we're doing now.
Yeah, but what was that movie we watched? That scary movie we watched?
It could Host.
Was it Host? That was the one where
it could be a real release. Yeah, because Host was them doing everything on Zoom. They were doing the seance. And then everything happened. And then the movies that were mentioned in the preview, Searching, which was done all online with and
I saw Unfriend as well too, that was done online.
Right. And that was all online. And I think those are inexpensive ways to make movies. Cho, I think his name, John Cho, from Harold and Kumar. Mm-hmm. He was in Searching. It was a really good movie. And it's just
that's the one with his daughter, right?
He's searching for his daughter, and it's all online. It's Spotify, it's Facebook, it's all these different things.
I didn't know
it's him looking for her, using FaceTime to make telephone calls, and that's the entire. Yeah. Blair Witch was the same way because that was found footage, paranormal activity.
Yeah, that was with the camera, though, right?
It was a camera, yeah, but very minimal cost and making all that money. So I feel like these are, in addition to found footage, these different movies that are using social networking and your laptop as the screen, they do pretty well too. If they have a good story. I mean, there's a way, even though like a lot of people are using it, there's a way to still use it and make it your own and make it creative. So
yeah, I think I will watch it. Watching this again, this trailer. The trailer actually does, it looks a lot better than the first time I watched it. I was intrigued, but now it's like, oh wow, this does look good.
Yeah, so I'm definitely interested in watching that.
Yeah, so I think it'll be a good conversational piece.
I think so too. Mm-hmm. Yes, I too am intrigued.
I am intrigued too. Mm-hmm. All right, so this is the next movie we're going to discuss is the upcoming Rock movie. Okay. I'm just going to play it. Okay. This is the second, I think, final trailer for it.
Okay, I haven't seen this.
Oh, so you ain't seen none of them?
I only saw when it was supposed to be released last year. Those are the trailers I saw. I haven't seen anything.
That's right. Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
There they are!
Frank, follow me.
Stop that!
Oh, God, sorry, Frank.
Sorry, strong form.
My name is Dr. Lily Houghton. My brother and I are looking for passage upriver.
What's out there in the jungle? It's not a fun vacation.
Well, I'm not here for a vacation. Legend has it that there is a tree that possesses unparalleled healing power. It will change medicine forever.
And you need someone to help you find it. Here we go.
Sometimes it just needs a bit of a...
Nobody touches my engine but me. What did I just do?
There you go.
We're gonna do this together.
Haven't you been dreaming about adventure?
She was always chasing after some far-fetched idea. There's no such thing as curses.
Everything that you see wants to kill you, and can. Do you want to
What
turn
is
back?
happening?
No, just getting started.
in Pirates of the Caribbean and Jumanji.
Illusion!
Is that my favorite person
Torpedo.
from Moon Knight? Is that a ride at Disney World? Why is this a thing?
I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah, you gonna watch because of yeah. I'll watch it in my home.
The first trailer I saw didn't look. I didn't like. I don't know.
It straight up looks like a. No, it really looks
it looks like Jumanji and The Mummy all in one.
No, it looks cheesy, and I have to concur because I like the Jumanji ones. I thought they were hilarious. They were so funny. This, I don't know. So it was funny.
I feel like I want to watch it because it has The Rock in it and it has Emily Blunt in it, and I like them both. So I feel like I'm obligated to watch it. But I won't go to the movies and watch it.
I don't know, but Jumanji was so funny because you had Cameron Hart pretending to be somebody else. You had Awkwafina acting like she was Danny DeVito. It had a lot of things. Then somebody else was acting like he was Danny Glover.
You had Jack Black.
Yeah, it was Jack Black.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot because I know he was the woman in the first one. Yeah, I'll watch it if I have my nieces and they want to watch it. Other than that, I'm not going to watch it. Okay. So what's next? Is another preview, or are we going to get into Friends?
There is no other preview, but yes, there is a ride. The Jungle Cruise is a riverboat attraction located in Adventureland at 4 Disney theme parks worldwide.
Yeah, Tarzan. Wait a minute, wasn't Tarzan done with Brendan Fraser?
Yeah.
Oh, not unless a mummy comes out. I don't want to see. No.
Brendan Fraser, he's a good actor.
No. I'm just saying. No, thank you. That's all. The newer Tarzan. Oh, you talking about not that Tarzan, the newer one? Are you talking about the one with the guy from True Blood? Because he was in a Tarzan one. I didn't watch it, so that's why I don't know. That was another one that came out. I don't know. All right, so with
The Legend of Tarzan came out in 2016. Yep.
Oh, True Blood. That was good. I didn't see it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
All right. So I am so not eager to hear about your movie that you went to go see recently.
Okay. So not Quiet Place. I watched Conjuring at home. So you talking about Conjuring?
Oh, I didn't know you went to. Oh, you watched it at home.
It's on HBO.
Why you go to the movies to see that?
Nope. It was on HBO. Had my niece here with me, and we watched it together. So with The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. I did see Quiet Place 2. I saw it twice. Took my nieces to see it this past Sunday.
We're gonna discuss Quiet Place 2 next week. I don't know who gonna go with me to see it then if you didn't see it.
I would see it, but I've already seen it twice.
I know.
I would have to wait until next week for my AMC stubs to re-up so I can see it again.
Will it be what, Monday?
I saw it last Sunday, so I don't think it will re-up until Monday. So
I got plans on Monday. I was gonna say you can go Monday, but I got plans on Monday.
Okay, so anytime after Sunday, I could technically go see it again. But so I can talk about The Conjuring 3. The Devil Made Me Do It.
The third one?
Yes. So you had the first 2 Conjurings, which was Ed and Lorraine going to different homes and having to cast the demon out of the home because they were like possessing the weakest person in the home. Like in the first one, it was the mother, and the second one, it was the little girl.
Lorraine is the same person.
Yeah, and so in the second one, it was the little girl, and then that one actually took place, I'm going to say, like in London. The first one was in the U.S., second one was in London, and this one hits on the first case in America that went to using demonic possession as a defense for a killing. So I know going into this, I thought that this was going to be more of a courtroom drama just because they talked about that in the preview that the devil made me do it. So I thought it was going to be like the exorcism of Emily Rose, which went into the possession of her and the priest who was charged on the stand because she actually died in the movie. And so he was on this being charged for murder. For that one. So I thought it was going to be a court drama, and it wasn't. So the premise of the movie is, let me see, the name of the family was the Gladsell family. And so you have Debbie and Arnie. Arnie's the guy who's the devil made me do it. But that's her boyfriend. And then you have David. David is Debbie's little brother. He is the one that is possessed. So even when the movie opens, it starts with David and Lorraine Warren are already there. So they've already been contacted. There's a priest that's there, and they're trying to exorcise the little boy. And there's a lot of commotion happening. The boy, he contorts. It's a lot of things going on. This
is the one with the waterbed, right? They land on the waterbed and the face comes.
Mm-hmm. So they're trying to get the demon out of the little boy. So in all this commotion, people are getting hit left and right. The little boy is stabbing people. Aye. So, and when all this is happening, somehow Ed Warren gets like flung back somewhere. And the boyfriend, Arnie, he picks up David and says, take me instead. The demon goes inside Arnie, leaves the little boy. Mm-hmm. Ed sees this. Has a heart attack, can't tell anybody. So he knows that the demon is now in Arnie, not in little boy. Meanwhile, he has a heart attack. They have to take him to the hospital. And everybody that was part of this seance, this exorcism, was like, yay, we won. The demon has left the little boy. The demon didn't leave the little boy.
So he just jumped host.
Yeah, he just jumped host. So that's the start of the movie. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. I'm not going to get into too many spoilers, but from there, so
long because I'm not watching it. So
I know
this on Wendy. So wait a minute, did I think I heard you say,
okay,
how did the little boy get possessed?
I'm glad you brought that up. So that comes like in the middle of the movie. There's some sort of a flashback, and we see when the Gladsell family, they move into the house. There's a bedroom that already has the waterbed in it. So then David, not possessed, he's a clean 8-year-old little boy. He goes into the bedroom. He's like, oh, waterbed. And he's just like playing on the waterbed. And then you see the hands from the demon like touching it. And he's just like playing with it, not knowing what's going on. And that's when the demon busts out of the waterbed, which you see in the previews, and like attacks the little boy. And then his sister, Debbie, runs upstairs like, what's going on? He's like, I don't know what's going on. And so that's how David gets possessed. So it's from the investigation of Ed and Lorraine Warren that they're like, something doesn't make sense. And this is what doesn't make sense. So after Arnie gets possessed, he feels weird. He looks sickly throughout the movie. You see it. He's dropping chainsaws left and right. I mean, he's not good. So he is in his house. He sees his landlord, his girlfriend, Debbie, David's older sister, is at his house. And they're all just like laughing and kikiing. What he sees from the demon's eyes is his landlord is accosting Debbie as a demon. He's like trying to get her.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
This is actually what's going on, but the devil.
It's not. They're laughing. Ha ha. Fun. We chilling in the apartment. But the demon is making him see, hey, this demon thing is going after your girlfriend. You better save her. And he goes after the demon, his landlord, who's doing nothing wrong, and kills him, stabs him 22 times. So that's how that happens. And the girlfriend sees it, and she's just like, this is not my boyfriend. I don't know what is going on.
Oh, so wait a minute. So he does this right there in the living room where they're kikiing. And so they're like, ha, ha, ha. Then all of a sudden, randomly, he just get attacked.
Yes. So that's what happens. And then that's when, in the preview, you see him walking. I think I just killed somebody. I think I just hurt somebody. So that's what happens. And so he does get arrested. He goes to jail. And Lorraine Warren, it's my dryer. Okay, it's my dryer. And Lorraine Warren goes.
Time out. Going on. A meme today. It says, "Why do when black people hear a noise, they automatically just look to the side in this space?"
That's what you just did.
I was like,
"Oh, did I do that? Did I do that?"
We both did it.
Okay. I was like, "Oh, that's just my dryer. I probably should have closed the door." Oh, what was I saying? Oh,
so Lorraine comes.
Yeah, so they go visit him in jail. They oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I gotta back up because Ed is he's knocked out because he had a heart attack. So he wakes up and he tells his wife, "Oh my gosh, Arnie got the devil in him." All right, so then that's when they find out that he killed someone, and they go to see him in prison. And so they do their tests, which is they have him read the Bible and do some other things. And he passed all this test. He's like, "That ain't right. You got a demon in you and you can read the Bible like
this." This is the little boy right now.
No, this is the guy, Arnie, who committed the murder.
So how did it come up that the devil made him do it then?
Because when Ed woke up, he's like, the demon is in Arnie, right? No, the demon is in Arnie. So that's when they go visit him. They found out a stabby. So they go visit him. Is the demon in him? Read these Bible verses. That's peculiar. He can read these Bible verses and nothing happens. That's not like a demon. And so that's when they do additional research. Because you were like,
this is something new. Like these demons are getting advanced. They read the Bible.
Never seen this before. So that's when they do the research. And that's when we go back to the house. We find out that it was the waterbed. So Ed and Lorraine, they go back to the house and they're like, "Where is this waterbed? Like, what's going on here?" So they go into the room. The Gladstone family covered up the stain that was on the floor. They thought it was from the waterbed. And then Ed and Lorraine like, "That ain't no water stain." So Lorraine goes under the house, underneath where that bedroom is located. And she finds a satanic totem underneath there. So it's like, well, this is weird. Where's the satanic thing come from? And so that leads into
what made her do all that? She's investigating.
Right. They're investigating. It's like, that doesn't come from a water stain. Let me go underneath your home. And that's when she goes underneath the house, and then she sees the satanic thing. And so that leads into learning about an occult. They find a guy who's a priest who was fascinated with the occults, and he told them, he gave them the background of that, and that's how that starts. So it's a demon in a sense, but it's more like, I don't know, I guess you call them an occultist, somebody who's here, who's kind of puppeteering these events to happen, trying to capture souls for a demon. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot going on. And I thought it was just going to be a court case.
They don't sound like they made it to court yet.
No. They made it to court at the end of the movie. So pretty much the movie is them, Ed and Lorraine, investigating this occult and what's going on there and how they can stop it. Because once the occultist feels that they are being investigated, things start to happen. For instance, as the investigation continues, Ed and Lorraine are home. Ed somehow gets possessed and attacks Lorraine. But from the first Conjuring, they had an assistant. I'm going to call him
Bob.
I'm going to call him, I don't know, Pellegrino. So Pellegrino stops Ed from attacking Lorraine. He sees her as a demon, and it's like, "But why you see me as a demon, baby doll?" And then they find out that they got flowers delivered to them. They were dead roses, and it had the daggone witch totem satanic symbol in it. It's like, how does someone know that we're investigating them?
And how do you know? Yeah, how did they know to send that? Right.
So the occultist somehow got in there. Now I know from Lorraine, when she touches people, she gets into their mind, and so it's like a two-way street.
Lorraine and her husband, they're based off of just true people, right?
It's
like,
true story. Mm-hmm.
So the women, this Conjuring is a true story.
Yeah, this is a true case. His name is Arnie Cheyenne Johnson. What do you think he looked like? Arnie Cheyenne Johnson.
Hold on.
Nah, he's a white dude. But what happened is he did get sentenced. He got 5 years. He was sentenced to like 5 to 10. He got 5 years for good for good behavior. And the young woman who was with him, Debbie, David's older sister, she ended up marrying him. They're married to this day. They were even on the set of The Conjuring for authenticity, probably purposes, to make sure that everything is straight. So he did 5 years for the murder. This happened like 1981, early 80s. Yeah. So they were on the set and everything. So that's what happened with that. So not to get into the minutiae of everything that happened, but they found the occultist. They destroyed the altar so that she can't do her witchcraft anymore. And
Lorraine does witchcraft?
No, the occultist.
Okay.
Who was who was like possessing this totem because they had to capture souls. Defeated in the end after everything that goes on, and then Arnie.
So who was the person trying to help them? So how was it? Who was it? Like, how did they figure it out?
What, the occultist?
Mm-hmm.
Figure that out. The guy who they went to initially about the totem ended up being the father of the occultist who was doing all of this. Yeah. So that came out at the end. And in order to do this, she had to claim like a virgin soul or this soul. You
mean claim as in kill? So she had to kill a virgin?
Somehow she had to, yeah. Because even when Arnie was in prison, she was still trying to make him like commit suicide. But his boo, Debbie, she was there the entire time. Like, don't kill yourself. So there were scenes with that. Like Debbie, even though he was like strapped to the bed because he is arrested, she was with him the entire time.
So how did they get the devil out of Arnie?
So the devil wasn't necessarily in him. It was the occult, trying to possess him with a demon. So once the altar was shattered, once they like messed up the altar of the occultist, which was underneath of the house of that priest who was a fan of the occultist that helped him at the beginning. This was his daughter doing all of this. Once they obliterated that altar, Arnie was good. Like anybody who was ever possessed by this occult was good. They just had to kill that altar. And that's something that you learned. Like the guy Pellegrino, he was reading books about this and was like, yeah, you got to kill the altar. So it was from several different sources where they're like, you got to kill this altar in order to sever whatever tie this is.
Break the connection.
Oh, Jay Flicks, you say you're safe? Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is me. We're watching this now. We're watching this now because this is how I'm going to watch it.
What are we doing?
We're watching it. You're telling me about it. I'm envisioning it in my mind.
I don't. Are we watching a preview?
No.
Oh.
You're explaining the movie. So
and you're
we're watching it.
But yeah, because I don't. It wasn't okay. I know it's considered a horror movie, but I don't because it feels like not a courtroom drama because it didn't really go through that, but it was more of investigating like, well, why is all this happening? It was more so like that. So that's why I say it wasn't a horror. Some of the elements were horror as hell.
The waterbed, when I saw the hand in the face come up.
Yeah. And then when the guy the little boy contorted and stabby. Yeah, that's kind of scary. But then once we get into the whole investigation part, it was interesting and how they got from one piece of the information led them to something else. It led them to another death that happened with a totem and 22 stabbies. So that's how it played out.
It's rated R. I had to look it up. It's rated R. So therefore, it's really, really scary.
A lot of the twitching and contorting. I mean, that's scary. It's involving children. Again, stabby 22 times, 2 different people. You're dealing with demons. You're dealing with trickery. You're dealing with magic and sorcery. No, I totally agree with you, Jay Flakes, because it's like Law and Order, the Possession Unit. That is this episode. Granted, I mean, I say I put this on the lower end of all the 3 Conjurings, but I still enjoyed it. It is an episode of Law and Order. Dun dun. That's what this is. So, I mean, decent.
So wait a minute. I thought I've seen the Conjuring, one of them, with you before. Do you remember us going to Deep Creek?
Insidious. Same director. No. Sorry. The young man who directed this, James Wan, did not direct this. This was somebody else. This the guy who directed this.
I got it up right here.
De Casa La Llorona. That's who directed this. James Wan did not direct this, although he is the creator.
Michael Chaves.
Yeah. De Casa La Llorona. That was him. Insidious is what we saw in Deep Creek. That is by James Wan and Lee Winnell. That is dealing with the further. That's dealing with the further. That's when you go to sleep and you fly above your body. That is the further.
No.
I'm ready to be quizzed on anything horror. You know me.
I was thinking about putting together a horror. I mean, not a horror movie. Trivia. I was thinking about doing it soon. And in honor of, I was going to talk to you about it and see. In honor of Juneteenth, I was thinking about doing a Black movie trivia.
Okay. Make sure Tales from the Hood is that in there, and Candyman.
I didn't say horror.
Nope, we're talking about Blacks. I'm hitting you with all the Black horror movies. Give us us, give us them.
Candyman was a Black horror movie? Or you talking about the newer one? You talking about the newer one?
The antagonist is Black. He was a former slave who had love for a white woman, and so the slave masters cut off his hands, poured honey on him. That's where you get the bees.
I did not know that.
Come for me. This is a love story. Let's do this. If we're going to do this Black trip, let's holler at these Black horror movies. Let's support our Black actors and writers. Tales from the Hood. That's Black actors, Black writers. Yeah. Get out us. Let's do it.
So Candyman was that a Black writer too? Wait a minute. Are we talking about the
No. Candyman was Clive Barker, who is white, but the premise you see it's a Black man. It's a love story, slaves, and it's like be with me. Get it?
I really honestly I haven't seen the movie in so long.
Yeah, and it's from 1992. I think early 90s. I think it's an early 90s horror movie. The score is phenomenal. Well, didn't give it, baby cup. All that. It's very good. I will watch that with you. If you want to do Candyman, I'll definitely do that. I don't know where it's streaming, but I can find it. We can do that.
I can look at
You can record on SoundCloud if it's not available through Amazon. Let's just record on SoundCloud, make it a party. Just watch it.
Yeah, the guy from Tales in the Hood passed away. Yeah.
The shit. You want the shit. He was amazing.
He also played in what movie? What other movie did he play in?
He did a lot of stuff. He was in Sugar Hill. He was the father of Wesley Snipes and the guy who always looks like he does crack. With the wavy hair. The wavy hair crackhead. Sugar Hill was good. Yeah. And he was in the Mod Squad as well. Clarence. He was good. All the shit. Yeah.
It came out in 92. It's on Tubi. Tubi right now.
It wasn't him. Which one? No, in Sugar Hill. He was the dad in Sugar Hill. He was I remember him shooting up by the piano. And he had the son who wanted to be, I don't know, he reminded me of like the dude who was from the Temptations, who wanted all the glory. He was slim like him, and then Wesley Snipes.
Was he the father in
Yeah, I'm sure that was him. I promise you, that was him in Sugar Hill. He was the dad of Wesley Snipes and the other dude. That was him.
Wasn't he the father in Prince? Purple Rain.
He may have been. I don't remember Purple Rain that well.
Hold on, I'm looking it up right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But he played in. I remember. Well, he played in American Gangster.
Mm-hmm.
It says uncredited.
Okay. You see him in Sugar Hill?
Yeah, he's in Sugar Hill.
Yeah.
Reindeer Games, The General's Daughter. He was in Life. I
remember him in Life. He must not have been a prison. I don't think he was a prison mate. Maybe he was somebody in the club when Eddie Murphy and Martin got locked up. I don't remember him in Life.
Last month.
I don't remember him. Because even I think Tales from the Hood is like 1995. I think that's a mid-90s movie.
He played in Hoodlum.
I remember him in Hoodlum. Yeah.
I'm still looking. Tales from the Hood, the movie.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the shit.
Oh, the Cosby Mysteries. What is that?
Oh, Bill Cosby had a mystery show.
Oh, he played in New York Undercover. 89 episodes.
89 episodes.
I take it back. He played in one. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was about to say 89 episodes.
I had to keep reading. I
was about to say he must have been a judge. He was the judge or the commissioner or a cop. That's all I could.
He played in Deep Cover.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, he played in I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
Dirty Mother.
Miami Vice.
Yeah. He's doing a lot of stuff.
Yep, he was in Purple Rain. He was the father.
He was. Okay. So he plays the dad. Yeah. That's his. That's what he does. Okay. So that's good.
Clarence William III.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alrighty. So you also watched this week what? Friends?
Yeah, I watched that as well. I thought that was pretty good. I know Friends gets a lot of shade for whatever reason, maybe lack of diversity. I know Gabrielle Union and Aisha Tyler were the black females on the cast, but I mean, I watched it growing up, so I did find it funny.
I read somewhere a while ago that Living Single was actually supposed to be Friends is based off of Living Single.
I don't know. I know Living Single was aired before Friends.
Yeah, I think it was named something else, but because it was black people, it kind of didn't stick. So they kind of took it and turned it into Friends, and it became the phenomenon.
Okay. I don't know anything about that. I know that the writers, one of the guys, I forgot who the writers are, but it's a gay dude and a Jewish woman who are creators of the show. I can't think of their names right now. But even when they were casting the show, they wrote Ross for David Schwimmer. And then the rest of the cast was filled out like in the next couple months. But it was mostly from like people who they already had an eye on. They had an eye on Courtney Cox, and Phoebe was on Mad About You. So as Ursula, they were like, what if we brought that here? And so that's how she was brought on. They had to actually take their stage names. They had to take Chandler and take Rachel from shows that they were already on in order to bring them onto the cast. But it's more of a premise so the creators were more like, what is it like being in your 20s, being unmarried and living in New York? And so that's what they based the premise
Living Single
on. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And but I found Living Single funny and I found Friends funny.
Oh yeah, no, I like them both separately for what they are.
Right. So I mean, I like both of the shows. And I mean, because even from Living Single and from Friends, I mean, just talking about it, because in the Friends reunion, they would like read from the scripts. They're like the old episodes. And some things that they brought out was like pivot. I remember that. How you doing? You know that's Jody. Or oh no.
It was a break. It was
a break. And right. Could I be wearing any more clothes? Like, you know, all of that is from Friends. And so they have a lot of quotables and stuff from that. And something that I took from that I didn't even know about was the off-screen romance that was it didn't happen, but it was like a crush thing. And that was between David Schwimmer, between Ross and Rachel in real life. They had like a crush and that kind of thing for each other, but they didn't act on it because they thought it would jeopardize the show. And they spoke to each other and it's like, what if we have our first kiss on the show? And that's what they did. And so the first kiss that they have is when they had this blow up argument where it's just like, we just can't get on the same page. You like me, I like you, but you're with somebody else. And when they kiss, that's the first time they kiss. And it's like a passionate kiss because they both had a crush on each other on the show. Everybody else, their co-stars, knew about the crush, even though they know that they would act on it. But even in the background scenes, you see them leaning on each other, laying in each other's lap. This is in between takes. And just like how they did have a little thing for each other. And that actually, I guess that played up into the chemistry they had online, which I thought was pretty interesting. Yeah, but it was interesting to see them. I mean, that show ran for 10 years.
Yeah. So I watched it the last season. So the year that I moved here, that's when they was in their last season.
Okay.
And I remember watching it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I didn't know nobody, so I was in the house. I ain't go nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember watching it, and it was actually really good. And I've never watched it from season 1 to 10. But I've seen numerous of episodes. Like if it comes on, it was one of those things that I could like, all right, let me sit here and watch it.
Yeah, because I feel like it is funny. I did watch it from. I probably didn't get into it till later. I watched more so reruns when they came on, and then I probably towards the later seasons, maybe like 5 through 10, because it came on Thursdays. So must see TV. So I would watch it. So maybe from 96 until it finished, I watched it. I thought it was funny. I did find the show funny. I think the special is pretty good. When you watch the special, it is so many laugh out loud moments. It really is. But that reminds me, Fresh Prince was the same way. It was so many, like, I was like, let me just watch the first 10, 15 minutes of the Fresh Prince reunion. Let me just see what it's about.
Into it.
And I was just like, I can't put it down. It made me happy. It made me sad. It was so good. And then with Friends, it was so cool because they brought up everything. They brought up all the special guest stars, Brad Pitt, Julia Roberts, because they had a couple Super Bowl episodes squeezed in there.
I remember
Brad Pitt was on one Super Bowl episode. Julia Roberts was in another one. So over the span of the years, like those special episodes that they went on. Reese Witherspoon playing a sister. She's in there and she's a guest and she talks about her experiences. Like, yeah, I want to be on the show. I've been watching the show for so long. So you see that. You see how people, when they become guest stars, Paul Rudd, Ant-Man, towards the end of the season.
Oh, yeah, because he was dating Phoebe.
Right. And so how he came on the show and to just see that evolution, it was pretty cool. And it was so funny because they made fun of each other. Like at one point, oh, you'll see this. I didn't know this, but they show how Matt LeBlanc broke his arm during a scene and still went through with it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So they showed that. They showed, I'm trying to think, in another scene, it's like certain scenes where they just could not stop laughing and they was having so much fun with each other. And
well, that's good.
Yeah, and they brought up, like, even after the show, if they're at parties and stuff, it's just like, oh my gosh, it's like a long lost friend or whatever, and they won't even continue with the party.
Yeah, because they all still their best friends.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
In real life.
Yeah. Yep. So I do recommend it. It was good. Hey, DJ Prodigy.
He over there. He probably over here, but he
it's
over
okay.
there.
Doing this thing. You multitasking. It's all good.
It's ladies' night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, all right. So I will watch it. I was gonna try to watch it before we came on tonight, but it was an hour and 43 minutes long. So there's.
Nah. I recommend watching it. Maybe we could just like talk a little bit about it next week. I'm curious to hear your take on it.
All right,
and their responses. So yep.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Mm-hmm. That'd be cool. So, what else are you gonna watch this week?
I don't have any besides Loki. I don't think I have anything else. I'll have to look and see. I do have to say, I watched Unhinged. It's available on Prime. My niece and I were giving it like 10 minutes just to see what happens. Stars Russell Crowe and others. and it's about a guy who has road rage, and how it escalates. I advise people not to watch the trailer beforehand because a lot of the
it gives it away.
Yeah, and I didn't realize that. We watched the trailer afterwards. Before we were just flicking, let's just watch this. And then I watched the trailer later and it gave away a lot. So it's very interesting. I like Quiet Place too. I actually saw it twice. Saw it by myself, and then I took my nieces to see it on Sunday. I really enjoyed it. I feel like it is a great continuation considering John Krasinski did not want to do a sequel initially. So for him to do that, I mean, it starts off with even how it's perceived when the aliens arrive, and then it cuts to the day after. Spoiler: John Krasinski dies in the first one. That's just how it is, and it's how does the family continue on after Emily Blunt just gives birth? They just lost John Krasinski. Their house is on fire and they have to move. And I feel like the children are the stars of this movie because they're the ones who take up the helm and kind of take John Krasinski's place as far as protecting the family. And so that's how it goes. And I feel like it's really good. I feel like A Quiet Place 2 is really good. I've seen it twice. I would watch it again. It was good.
I found somebody to watch it with me.
Okay. I'll see. I can't go till next week. But if you decide to go this week, just know I gotta wait till next week.
Yeah, I have something to do. Unless we do go Tuesday and
you like the J Flick? Yeah. It's good.
We go early. We could go early on Tuesday, like 3 or 4.
I don't get out of work. But
all right, so
you said the friend was a dick. You talking about Cillian Murphy, or are you talking about Jupiter's?
I'm gonna put y'all on
Paradise.
How do I put y'all on mute so I don't hear you?
No. He's talking about Jupiter's.
Put your thumbs up when you finish.
No, we're talking about Jupiter's Paradise.
Me don't speak no sign language.
J Flex, what are you talking? The friend was a dick. You might be talking about Jupiter's Paradise. We're not talking about it. Woo-hoo. Oh, this all the fun. Yeah, okay. You're talking about Cillian Murphy. I got you.
Okay.
It's all good. He wasn't good. Yeah, so you should see it. I enjoyed it. It was very good. John Krasinski is a great director. I'm looking forward to.
Oh, he directed this?
He wrote it and directed it, both of them. Yeah, so
I like them together. I really do.
No, I totally agree. It's Don't Breathe. But check this out, because you know how cicadas, they only listen, they only hear, they respond to loud noises. We are living in a quiet place. We're living in a quiet place. So whenever I'm around cicadas, because they are drawn to loud noises, because it's the louder the noise of the male cicada proves that he has strong muscles and he can do it. That's how cicadas roll. So they're looking for the loud noises. So I'm like purposely, we should all do this, tiptoeing around cicadas, unless I don't know, because sometimes they think you're a tree and they latch on. But yeah, you gotta be quiet because they are attracted to loud noises. So we're currently living in a quiet place. That's my final answer. That's how it is.
I think I saw 2 cicadas yesterday doing it.
I saw them right outside my door. They're all doing it.
They were butt to butt.
They go like this.
So they were doing it. So because they were back to back. So it really was. I said, look at them over there doing it.
I don't know how do they do back to back? It's like this.
I don't know. Their heads were facing that way, so they were like.
This is how they roll.
And then one was walking, and the other one was going with it.
Really, they were all on leaves, like little sets of them. And I was just like, well, I can't disturb them.
No,
because then they'll make a different.
I step on them.
No, don't do that because you're messing them up. Because the thing is like they'll make louder noises, like, oh no, y'all gotta stay away from them. They'll do some other type of loud noises, like danger, danger.
They are so damn loud. They are so I have that pantry outside of my door. Yesterday it was so covered, and Jamal came over to pick up something, and he looked over there. You could see them all just lined up. So I have some like bug
orgy. That's an orgy.
Yeah. Oh, it definitely was an orgy. They was all lined up, all on the tree.
They drop the babies into the grass. Yeah, and then they just drop after they do. It's like, I don't know. How you bust a nut?
Oh, so they do, and then they die.
Bust a nut.
Is that how they die?
Bust a nut. DJ Prodigy said once they bust a nut, they die. And then the babies fall into the ground like this, like rain. Yeah, I'm finished. I don't like it here right now. It's too many of them. And they fly like this. They're all slow.
They are nowhere near slow.
No, they like this. Oh. And latch on to you. That's what they do. You put one into container and then let it free.
They're not fireflies. No.
They're not fireflies.
So look, I have some spray that you hook up to the water hose you put on the grass for like bugs and mosquitoes to help like kill them or whatever. I sprayed down my tree, and I sprayed down the tree as far as I can go, all the way up. And I did it all around, and because they were loud as hell outside my window.
Yeah, that's.
And then this morning when I went out, I only heard like 2 or 3. It wasn't loud, and I only saw like 4. But I saw them laying dead all around the tree.
Yeah. So hopefully that goes. Only 3 more weeks of them.
Oh, so it has been. So this is week 3. I thought we was in week 4.
I don't know. I really only started seeing them last week, to be honest. So we could be at week 4. I could be wrong. But I don't expect this. I expect to still see them come first week in July. Maybe second week they'll be going. Yeah, they look really good up close though.
Also, too. So with me being in North Carolina, I have not seen not one cicada in North Carolina. So is this a Maryland thing?
I'm guessing because I am not an anthropologist. That's not what bugs do. I'm not a bugologist. But I think it's regional. Like maybe Ohio will see them in 2024. I don't know how this works.
Oh, you come in different time frames.
Different time frames for different sections? I don't know.
I did learn. However, I did learn that they higher up elevation was above sea level. The higher above sea level you go, the less you hear them, because apparently they're not in Owings Mills. That's because Owings Mills is the highest point of sea level in Baltimore County.
What is Brood X? Brood X is expected to appear in the District of Columbia and at least parts of these 15 states. Delaware, Georgia, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, and West Baltimore, West Virginia.
They're called Brood X. Billions of Brood X bugs are set to emerge.
Oh, so they call Brood X. I got you. Okay. They're out here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So they didn't start hitting around my way till this past weekend, and they came with the vengeance. I think Thursday or Friday when I started seeing them. And then when I started getting on the highway and they started attacking my windshield, that's when I knew things are a little bit real right now.
I'm trying to look to see.
Yeah.
Or when they go away.
Yeah. DJ Project said so we're 3 weeks in. So 3 more weeks. Yeah. J Flake said 3 more weeks to go. So
they really are not in North Carolina. So they're kind of can you see it?
Nope. Still can't see it. It's all good. Nope. Okay. That's in front of the camera. Can't see it. It's cool. All good. Yeah. That's cool. All right. So we will be here. Yeah, end of June. Do you think though, J Flix, like beginning of July, end of June, you say like around that time frame, they should start just like flicking off or just dying?
Oh, so that's cool. So they would be gone around 4th of July. So
I don't know if I trust that. I'd say
I have my 4th of July plans.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us and participating with us and talking with us tonight. Definitely, truly appreciate you. We will see you next week, unless we'll see. You got something you want to share for the class?
Nope. We'll be doing Loki. Hopefully, you will be able to see Quiet Place 2, and we can discuss that. And there it is. And then this will be uploaded onto YouTube like our past broadcasts.
Oh, yeah. I guess I need to figure out who we're going to read.
Okay. Oh, did it party? Who we going to raid? Who's next in the...
Oh, yeah. Who's...
raid joint?
Aren't you